Hello everybody, what the flick? We are back with a review of Sense8 episode 111, Just Turn the Wheel, and the future changes. I'm here with Kim and Alonso, and we're going to talk about this ass-kicking episode, which I like to call Van Dam. This is the episode where the shit hits the fan in Capheus' storyline. And it is awesome from beginning to end. When he kicks someone with a bus, like that was the coolest thing. I wish I could have been there when the Wachowskis and/or J. Michael Straczynski were in like the writers' room. Like, okay, and they're gonna play chicken. Okay, that's cool. And they're gonna hit him with the bus. What if he kicks him with the bus? Oh my God, we're geniuses! And they all just start drinking and high-fiving. It's great.
Also, this episode gave us tool chest to the face.
Also good.
Which was, not something I'd seen before.
I like at the end of the scene that they just zoomed in on the dam, on the Van Dam, just to, highlight the point that was incredible.
Dazam.
Oh, it was so great. It's like, say bitch one more time.
Oh, I love that line.
You probably shouldn't do it. I love it when they're just like, we're going to emasculate him before we cut his head off. That is literally adding insult to injury. At what point is that just like, you don't need to, it's fine. You just kill him.
It's a little de trop,
It's okay. It'll be fine. That's my whole thing. This whole episode boils down to that.
I kept waiting for the moment where it turned out that Rajan, the fiance of Kala, was not a nice guy. It never came. He's so nice.
No, I was sure he was the one who orchestrated the stabbing, but he turns out he's a nice guy. I mean, I guess this is a fun trope to have because we usually assume like,
the rich guy's
the
a
jerk
dick,
fiance.
yeah.
He, in every rom-com that we've ever seen, but no, he's seems like a nice guy.
He's actually a worse antagonist for Kala because of it, because he can't extricate himself from that. If he was mean, she'd have an excuse and be like, oh, well, he's mean, I'm not gonna do this. But it's not like, oh, you're just the nicest human. Maybe I could fall in love with you. It's like we just need like that end of Sleepless in Seattle moment where Meg Ryan's just like, Bill Pullman, you're awesome, but this guy I don't know is really, he sounds cute. I don't know. Like, I don't really. The ending of that movie doesn't really work.
It's that whole, well, if I break up with you now, I'm the dick.
Yeah.
It's like,
and there was a great speech. I think it was the last episode with her dad, where he was just basically settled the whole thing. It's like, what can you do? Well, you could either, it's a marriage and it's a love marriage, so it's going to be hard to get yourself out of it. But if you just tell the truth, let the chips fall where they may, stuff will happen. I don't know. You'll get over it. I don't know.
I liked when the crowd closed on her at the temple, like, one of us.
That was creepy.
Yeah,
totally.
It was really creepy.
I have to say, as a non-believer myself, this show had one of the best discussions I've ever heard about atheism versus belief that was not grossly offensive to either party.
That was fine.
When Kayla and Wolfgang talk about that, I was like, oh, yeah, this is what it sounds like when rational people have this discussion. Like, you each have a point, and I see what you're saying, and I don't necessarily agree with both of you, but I'm not...
kind of both saying the same thing in a different way.
You're not, like, actively insulting me. That's a treat,
Different terminology, totally fine. It's great. We didn't talk about this last episode. We need to talk about this episode. Son. Her dad comes in, it's like, I feel really bad. I'm going to do everything. In a week, I'm going to confess. And then the brother comes in, I'm like, oh, fuck, no, that's not good.
No.
That actor really sold it. I mean, I knew the second he opened his mouth what he did. He was so good at playing the slimy guy trying to act his way out.
And he was just like,
fake compassion.
We have to be here for each other. Now is not the time to start blaming ourselves. Oh, fuck you.
I'm totally blaming you.
Yes, seriously. I wish he fucking snapped his goddamn neck. And I love that she has this line where it's like, you killed him because you're afraid of going to prison. You shouldn't be. South Korean prison is apparently awesome.
Maybe men's prison.
Well, I'll say for ladies, maybe.
Well,
for ladies who can kickbox.
Well, that is true. Even if he hadn't kickbox, she would have gotten like a little bit of bullying. She would have had to do some extra sewing, and otherwise life would have been fine.
Well, so maybe season 2 of Sense8 is going to be like, Orange is the New Sun, basically. She's going to be in there. I don't know.
She's wearing blue, but it keeps the costs down for sets, I think, to just keep her in the prison. But
that's true.
I want her to get out, and I want her to get Jun-Ki, because man, does he deserve it.
No, that's why they're if for no other reason there has to be a season 2 for this show, for that guy to get the crap kicked out of his jaw by his sister. Again and repeatedly.
Yeah, well, if worse comes to worse and it doesn't get picked up again, maybe they can just do like, remember that video that was just everyone slapping Max Landis or something like that? We'll just do it with that actor, and like all the characters from Sense8 just walk by, slap, 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 and then that will all be fine.
When Sun was talking at the end about her feelings and emotions, I was like, ooh, it's the pitch for Inside Out.
That's kind of nice. Except now they're in a fist.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Turns out Riley became a martial artist.
That's a different version. Yeah, there you go.
Hey!
You got your anger, fear, and disgust right here.
Love it.
Whispers starts really emerging as like, oh shit, this guy.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't seem like a nice man.
No.
He seems like kind of a jerk, and we see him do jerk things. And he's got that thing where it's like, don't look in his eyes, which is very Doctor Who.
Oh, really?
You know, it's
like
very
the don't blink thing?
Yeah, like don't blink,
right,
don't breathe, don't look under the bed. There's just like this whole thing in
Don't
Doctor
think of
Who
the word elephant.
Yeah, just some specific thing you just can't do, and then you're fine. And it was just like, just don't look in his eyes. Well, okay. I won't.
Well, it's easier said than done.
I know. I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out. But yeah, he's just a creepy villain, but he's so just a creepy villain right now. I want to find out more about him.
Yeah, another reason we need a season 2.
We need a season 2 for a lot of reasons.
Yes, because we need a season 2 because this is great. But yeah, I also want to flesh out more Whispers. And one last thing, Bug has perfect timing.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was a little
Bug
bit
is
worried
awesome.
when we first saw him at the door. Like, what does he want? what is his game? But he's a good guy. He's just a weirdo.
Totally, and he showed up with a new water witch and a candygram or whatever the hell they were talking about.
It's this new device. It's called the Deus Ex Machina.
Those sound like fantasy terms, but okay.
I don't know if any of it's made up. I would believe, frankly, that hackers actually have a Deus Ex Machina.
I bet they do.
Point,
it's a trace buster, buster.
There you go. All right. We're going to be back next week with a long-ass recap of episode 12, I Can't Leave Her, and just looking back on how much we fucking love this show, and we hope you do too.
Except Francis.